Hey, Dr. Mike here. Today I want to talk a little bit about sinus function. And so basically when patients come in this time of year, it's springtime, and allergies are pretty rampant. A lot of people will feel even the moisture when it rains, when there's a low pressure system that comes in, they'll feel sinus pressure, sinus headaches, sinus infections, just sinus problems in general. And so I wanted to talk a little bit today about how chiropractic can affect sinus function. So if I could bring your attention here to the spinal nerve chart, the nerves that come out of the spine have a direct connection to every organ, system, and cell in your body. And so when we see that there's sinus problems, many times we could trace it right back to the second bone of the neck, because this bone controls the function of the nerve that supplies the sinuses. Now, if that bone is out of alignment, what we call a subluxation, and we give it a gentle adjustment, that nerve starts to work better. And therefore the function of wherever that nerve goes is going to work better as well. So with sinus problems, a lot of times we identify an imbalance here in the neck at the upper cervical spine, the second and third, sometimes the first vertebrae in the neck. We gently adjust it, and that allows the sinus nerve to function better, so there's more balance. When there's more balance and more function, there's better feeling. The second thing we like to do, and I learned this a long time ago from my mentor in chiropractic, there's acupressure points on the face. There's two here under the eye socket on the maxillary bone, and there's two also right above the eye socket on the frontal bone. And when we stimulate those two acupressure points after an adjustment, it always helps to open up the nerve system and open up the sinus passageways so they can help to drain. Now, a lot of people with sinus problems, what I've seen, especially with allergies, they take different drugs for it, right? We've all heard of antihistamines. The problem with, let's say, an overproduction of histamine in the body is that's usually the body's overactive immune system producing too much histamine. So we wind up taking antihistamines. When we take chemical antihistamines, over-the-counter or prescription antihistamines, it actually makes your body produce more histamine. So now the companies that sell those drugs like that because it sells more product, but it doesn't really help the cause of our problem. We try to address the cause by getting to the root of the problem. If there's a nerve problem, if there's some pressure here in the face, in the frontal and maxillary sinus, by adjusting and doing the little manipulation or the acupressure to the sinus areas of the face, we get a great result. Some of the other things I typically recommend for sinus problems are things like quercetin, stinging nettles, bromelain, N-acetylcysteine. Those are more nutritional aspect ways to help overproduction of histamine. We also recommend that you stay away from dairy and you stay away from sugar and gluten. Those are three very food allergy sensitive foods that actually affect us as well. So dairy definitely produces more mucus and more histamine. And some of the other foods, you want to stay away from sugar, too much alcohol, too much caffeine. I know I'm taking all the fun out of life right now for you, but that's really the stark reality, is that sinus problems are usually a multifaceted problem, but it all stems back to your immune system. And now that we're talking about how the immune system works, guess what controls the immune system? The neuroimmune system. So it's the nerve system that controls everything. So when you get adjusted, it helps things work better and helps your body function better, and usually it gives you a lot of relief. So I hope that helps. Stay informed and get adjusted.